Guys, welcome back to our mechanics. Still working here on the Mercedes, on the C-Class, 2014 C-Class. Just a quick update, we got a used hood for only 70 bucks right here with very minimum damage, original Mercedes hood. So repairs coming on this one. Today we'll be putting the door together. That's quite a bit of work here because everything has to go in a certain way. You can see the outside door handle mechanism with the actuator, door lock actuator, window regulator, and the whole panel has to go in. So stay with us. If you took your apart and you're wondering how to put it together now, let's start on it, and we'll be using some rivets as well to do the job as it should be done. So now we need to grab the panel, and everything needs to go together. So first you have to be careful not to damage the outside door handle. So we need to go like that. It goes in an angle. Okay, so now we need to go right here. The window regulator needs to go in. After that, we have to come on the outside, and you have to kind of like guide it a little bit to come. You see two screws. Okay, let me just come close. Okay, we're coming close. We need to go up, and you can see the screws are coming this way now. Okay, so we need to come a little bit more towards the back, almost there. So they'll need to go in these two glides here. You gotta make sure that the door lock actuator is there as well, and then you need to grab it and help it with your finger. Okay, perfect. Now everything's still loose, so don't move too much because you might scratch something. The door lock actuator is right here, and we'll need to install the screws for that one now. And those are with Torx 30. You can use thread locker on those actually. And you have this one right here, don't forget about this one. Most other vehicles you have 3 bolts right here, but you have 2 and 1 on the side. Okay, perfect. Need to make sure that everything's tight. Next, with Torx 20, we're going to get these 2 tight. Make sure that your wire is out. Okay, if you have keyless entry, you have a wire, then you will need to have another wire right here for the door handle that we need to install before we do anything else to the rivets on the inside. So that's why it's good to watch a video before you try to do something, because we just screwed up. You can see we have the keyless entry, so we have that wire here. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. But now we have to actually get everything loose again, because we need to feed the wire from the outside so we can reach it from the inside and connect it to the interior door handle mechanism. Yeah, it sounds complicated. Let's see if we can do it now. Okay, so it's loose now. We might have to get the outside door handle loose as well. So this one is still fixed in place, but don't put too much pressure on the door panel. You need to have it like that, because otherwise you might break something. Now you need to feed the wire through here. Make sure that you have that seal, because otherwise you won't be able to install it later. Okay, I got it in. And we just found another trick. If you get a screwdriver through here, long screwdriver, you can hold, this is where the wire goes in. So now you can actually push the wire first and then install the door handle. Okay, now? Okay, it clicked in place. Now we let go, and before we proceed you need to get the other seal for this side right here. So you have to make sure that you install it. It goes only one way, so you cannot. So you need to make sure that you get all the teeth in. Now this one here as well, this one has quite a few teeth, so get it now before you proceed. So you need to start doing one by one. And now we need to go in, okay, like that. You need to come on the back side as well, and you need to just find, okay, it goes only one single way until everything locks in place. So you need to kind of like feel it a little bit. Then you need to push forward. Okay, you can hear the click, and now you can see the door handle, okay, working in action. So far we're ready on this side. The next step will be the cylinder lock right here, and you have one more wire. Again, those wires might be different depending on what kind of options your vehicle has. And now this one, you have to lift it up. It goes under the other piece first. It's a little bit complicated, but you need to make sure that everything goes in as it should. Here you have one screw that you gotta make sure that it's loose. So you can see that metal locking thing. Okay, you need to push it out with a screwdriver. Okay, like that. Now don't touch anything, and then you need to feed your locking mechanism right here. You have to make sure that this rubber seal, okay, is where it's supposed to be. Okay, you can see it just goes one single way. Now you need to hold it in, and you need to get it tight on this side. Okay, it's tight now. So far, door handle works good. Now we need to get the door lock actuator tight again, something that we did not too long ago, and now we will need to do it again. So the same procedure, we just need to get these 3 screws tight. 1, 2, 3, and we'll proceed with the next step. So you have to make sure that you adjust that inner panel that fits on the door. You can see the holes everywhere lining up here. You have to make sure, okay, the seal is a little bit here in the hole. We'll move it out of the way. And next, what we're going to do, we'll just use a couple rivets to fix it in place, and then we'll proceed with installing the window, and after that we'll rivet everything together. So stay with us to see what I'm talking about. So this is the heavy duty rivet gun that we have to use because they use it's actually 6.4 millimeter or 1/4 inch rivets. They're pretty big heavy duty aluminum rivets. So we'll just use 2 now, okay, with our gun. And you can find, guys, on Honest Product Review, our product review channel, in the description below about that too, what brand it is and how good that thing works. Okay, perfect. And you can see the thing actually goes inside. Okay, the stem, this is the label right there. You don't even need it there, but we just keep it. It tells you what kind of rivets you can do. Perfect. So 2 of them, and that thing is pretty stable. I forgot to mention that the car battery is being disconnected when we do that because we have the airbag sensor there. You don't want to have any errors later, or codes, or airbag light on. So we're going to connect all the wires there now. And after that we'll need to connect the car battery so we can bring the regulator up or down to the hose so we can attach the window. So first we need to connect the positive. There is a sequence that you always have to follow, guys. We have a video on our channel that explains why, so you don't burn any computers or anything like that. We need to detail our engine bay, and video will be coming for this one as well. Now we connect the negative cable, get this one tight, and we can go ahead and proceed with the next step. We will need to bring the door panel with the master window switch, and now we will need to connect it, and one person will need to hold it there so we don't do any damage to the wires, and connect it to the door computer. You cannot mess those things up because they're color coded. Perfect. Now we need to make sure that the window regulator is all the way down so we can install the window. And probably it was going to be easier if you install your window motor before you connect the door panel. So again, one more thing why it's good to watch the video, so you know how to avoid our mistakes and not damage your vehicle in the way. So I'm holding the door panel here while one person is installing the window motor, so we can move up and down, and that's the wire there for the window motor that we need to connect. With Torx 25 we're going to get this tight now. And we're tired of using the screwdriver, so we're just gonna get the power screwdriver, save us a little bit of time and effort. Okay, perfect. One more to go. Okay, great. We're going to connect the window motor, turn the ignition on, and now let's see if it's going to move. Okay, up and down. The regulator needs to go all the way down. Okay, just like that. So you need to get the window, it goes only one certain way, so you need to mess with it, make sure that you don't break it, grab it with two hands. So you need to make sure that you get here between the two canals on the front as well. And now you can slowly grab the window and drop it down. Okay, like that. After that, we're going to use the window switch to bring the window up. You can hold it with one hand until you have two bolts there that you attach the window to the window regulator. You can see the thing is coming. You have the two bolts, a little bit more. Okay, right there in the center, and on the other side there as well. Now we can turn the ignition off. Okay, and get this thing tight. We'll actually go ahead and disconnect our panel so we can connect the window, and we can rivet the rest of the inner panel, that metal plate, because we need to install 8 more rivets. So right here now you can see that rubber. Okay, let me get it good. Okay, right there. Okay, that rubber needs to be under the windshield, under the glass. My bad. And now you need to get it tight with Torx 30. Do it by hand, don't use any power tools because you can break your window. Get this one tight. The other one there as well. Same procedure. Okay, and the window is attached now. So we just installed all the rivets the same way we did the first two. Not waste your time watching that. 10 rivets I think altogether on this model. 2 caps there. Need to make sure you install those as well. And we have that little seal right here that you need to install for the door handle. Perfect. And this is just dust, it will clean. It's not paint if you think it's paint or anything like that. It's just bonded dust. Next thing, we'll be installing our mirror now. And we need to get the door panel in place as well. So we can get the mirror now and install it before we install the door panel. We can do it either way. It's up to you. We need to get the wires through the seal. Push it in. Okay, it goes under the seal right here. It goes only one way. So I need to grab it with 2 hands. Okay. Like that. Hold it on the outside. One person with the Torx 25 is going to install the 3 screws on the back side. One is in. Second one I can let go to hold it good, so we can install the third one. Perfect, now we need to connect the wires. There is a clip right here. Perfect. Black goes on black, white on white. Real easy design right there. and this is for the tweeter. Make sure that you keep this thing out because we'll need to install the tweeter there in a little bit. So before we proceed, guys, it's a good idea to get a screwdriver and close your door manually so you can test if it unlocks from the inside and the outside to make sure that everything works as it should. Okay, you can see this one works. So it opens on the inside and the outside, perfect. Next we need to install that foam piece on the speaker, the door speaker. You need to make sure that this one is out of the way because the panel will go here. We need to get the lock, whatever you call that thing, I don't know what you even call that thing, through the door panel. We need to connect the wires. On our model it has 2 wires. Okay, perfect. We need to install right here. We have one seal on the window that we need to install. We removed it. When we removed the window, remember, it was easier to install that way. Okay, so you need to push it in the canal. You have to make sure that it's in the canal before you push it, not to bend anything. And it's actually easier if you pull the window all the way down, so you don't have any tension on it. Okay, like that. And now you can go ahead and install it. Okay, next we need to go through that thing, but first we need to connect our cable here for the inner door handle, like that. Now we need to lift it up. Okay. Next you need to line all the clips. You can kind of see it a little bit through here. Okay, need to go up a little bit. Okay, right there. This one is in. So you can see that all the clips are lining, and once you do that, okay, you need to start closing them. We need to install this clip right here. We got the clip in. Next, we need to make sure that we get that thing in place right here. Okay, so this one goes only one way. You need to go under the seal on this side, all the way in. Okay, let me show you now. On this side you need to start closing it. Okay, no. Here it folded a little bit, so you need to help it a little bit with a small screwdriver before you mess it up. Okay, like that. And last thing that we have to do is 2 screws for the door panel there with Torx 30 that we need to install. One is in, now the second one. And oh, I forgot the door tweeter we need to do. So we're getting the foam piece in place. Okay, like that. We need to connect the tweeter. It has only 1 wire. Push it all the way in until it locks in place. It needs to be all the way in like that. Now you have to see that right here you have 3 clips, so you need to go from this side, okay, like that, and push down until it locks on the other side. Okay, you have to be careful not to break it here again. Okay, like that. So let's test the system now. Perfect, everything works as it should, guys. So that's how you put the door together. We need to install our chrome piece. If you need anything, let us know. The whole car will be taken apart for more than 200 videos. Thank you for watching us.